Hello, Geeks on Trial fans. There's not going to be a normal full-length episode of Geeks on Trial this week. However, instead, we are granting you one bonus Patreon episode of our Geeks on Trial Sidebar series. This is our bi-monthly series where we answer stupid questions and have stupid conversations. It's a lot of fun, and you'll get to see this episode right here. There are plenty more already up on our Patreon. If you want to get access to that plus more, check out patreon.com/geeksontrial. It's just $5 a month. Otherwise, you get this one for free, and we'll see you again for a normal episode next week. Have a good one.
Welcome back, friends. We're here with Geeks on Trial Sidebar. We're going over to the side of the bar. We're not talking about our main cases. Instead, we have a wheel of random topics that you, the lucky and very generous patrons, get to experience.
Yes, thank you. Thank you
that.
again for donating your time to watching this video and donating your money to us, because his heart is broken. So I'm going to spin the wheel over here and figure out what random question we are going to be talking about or topic this video. It's not really this week. It's this video.
This video. Now, it's spinning. It's spinning. I'm excited.
The colors they choose, so it's random.
What do we got? You want to read it? Oh.
Would you move to space?
The question is,
would
you move to space?
If you had the option from living right here in your lovely town here in New Jersey to go to space, would you go to space?
Hold on. We need to clarify.
Nope. Would you go to space?
Because theoretically, we live in space now. Like, technically, that's true. Are we talking about, am I like on a space station in orbit somewhere, or is this like a colony on Mars or the moon?
A new planet. You're on Mars. Let's say Mars. We'll use Mars.
So it's like the Martian style. Is it the Martian style? I mean, we could answer all these questions.
Answer all these questions. Why not? So let's just assume there's already internet, there's already cable, there's already water.
Oh.
There's maybe a McDonald's. There's food. There's a grocery store.
Would you move to space?
Would you move to space? Leaving behind, knowing that you can't come back.
Right. Okay. I mean, that makes sense because that's usually how it works in the world when you move to space.
Yep, the world of space.
So if we're talking about, the purest sense of the word, if we're talking about you're on like a ship or a space station, really, that
you're going to Deep Space Nine.
Sure.
That was a sound.
Don't worry about that.
You also spit on me too, but that's fine.
But Deep Space Nine is a little, I think we're talking about, I didn't spit on you. I think we're talking about this is like, I'm assuming this is more in our reality. There's not, we're not replicators and shit.
We're not, right, yeah.
It's just, maybe you have, if you're lucky, you have a cool greenhouse
set up.
You can do some experiments or something.
But you're going up there. You're starting afresh. You're starting new. Would you go?
It's a colony
to space?
No,
you wouldn't go.
Probably not. Here's again. I'm imagining this is a time now. Like this is happening now. Yeah, when there's too much established here on Earth that I'm attached to.
But think of all the things that are established here on Earth that you are attached to that are awful.
Right. Sure.
Like, just think about,
Is it gonna be better?
Who knows? But, my thought about, because I definitely would go if I had the opportunity to come back at some point.
Sure.
If it was like, okay, you get one chance to come back and that's it.
Maybe I'd go live there for a year or something.
Go backpacking on
But
moon.
Again, there's just so many variables here. Like what I don't know what I'm supposed to be picturing is the living situation exactly.
Because for me,
I have internet and cable. I mean,
internet and cable. It's like glamping. You have internet, you have cable, you have a running toilet.
But you're in space.
I would definitely go because, but
you can't go outside.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, there's no.
Well, there's like a simulated outside.
Maybe they have like I said, like there's a room with a bunch of trees and shit.
Right. It's like a biodome with Pauly Shore.
Right.
But Pauly Shore would be there.
Oh, then I'm going. Is he performing?
Now, oh God, no.
Is he doing a residency in space?
Residency in Mars. So yeah, I think I would definitely go because it would be like a fresh new beginning. It's a planet that Hasn't been touched yet. The only downside I was thinking was, if I'm, we live in the U.S. here, and if we'd be going, it'd probably be with NASA, so it'd still be a loose connection to the U.S. probably. So it would be
probably more so. The government's probably regulating the shit out of that.
There'd probably be it would still be the same president because it would be U.S. space. So that's the only downside. But it's the air is probably cleaner, the food's probably better. It's not polluted. It's not, we ruined Earth. It's on fire.
There's also a chance that an alien gets in there.
But that's I like that adventure, though. You get up there as an alien.
Right.
You don't know.
Or do you ever see the movie Sunshine?
No.
You might have seen it.
This movie?
I don't know. But bad stuff happens in space sometimes. Now, this maybe is I don't know, you could read a deeper philosophical...
Right, it's very open-ended.
No, but I mean, maybe this says something about us that maybe, you don't like your life very much. And I like mine more. If you're willing to abandon it.
It's not like I don't like our life. I don't like my country that I'm currently in. But I'm also more of we go camping a couple times a year. We we like going, finding new adventures.
Listen, I would move to another place on Earth, but space is a big...
Oh, but see, for me, moving to another place on Earth, it's I'm already here, but Earth, going to space, that's different.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm saying that's too different for me.
No, I need different. I like difference.
Right, you want there to not be oxygen outside your window.
I don't need... Well, there basically isn't anymore. We're getting...
Well, I mean, this is what I'm saying, too, is I'm also I would move to space when I'm 50 or something. I still feel like there's more I can do here on Earth. Maybe that's naive, a little optimistic, but I think I might have some things to contribute on Earth. And also, again, if we're just establishing this colony, they're not going to have good Chinese food.
Well, that's what you create that.
They're not going to have the best Indian places.
I would like that because I wouldn't be going. I would be forced to home cook more. And
but where are you buying your food? Are they growing it all up there?
Growing it or shipping it?
They have Oreos. What's the deal?
There's something new.
I don't know.
Leave your Oreos behind and go expand your brain.
No, I'm still imagining a space station. Mars. I think Mars is I don't know. It depends. There's a show that came out this year called Fired on Mars. And it's a similar thing where they can't come back to Earth. But it kind of is all... They have a more established kind of a city, all indoors, but it feels like
It's like a mall in space.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. So I'm
why is it always...
I can kind of do that.
You can't come back. We got there. What's the deal with...
Well, I think a lot of times it's just such a long trip.
Or just wastes time?
Your life would span, or it's so expensive to travel.
Right.
I don't know.
That's always the thing. It's you get to go to space, but you can't come back. Why? We went there. That means we can come.
Yeah, I don't really have any. I'm not someone who just wants to be in space.
Okay.
I'd like to be if there was something there, if there was a colony or something to visit, but I don't have a specific. I mean, I guess it'd be cool. I wouldn't be like
you were saying, you would go for a year.
I understand the appeal of just being able to say, "Hey, I was up there, man." But it's not. I don't have a real burning desire.
Are you also, because I'm kind of getting with this too? Are you the same kind of person who would just leave everything you have here and go, not backpacking, but go van life and just randomly travel with no?
It's something that there's a part of me that finds that idea appealing.
That's what I kind of feel with the space thing.
But again, you can just drive home if you want. Or
well, true.
Or you can drive to a McDonald's, or you could go to a hotel. Space is just there's there's nowhere to go. You're stuck there. You're backing out of that.
That's why I kind of like it.
That's you're living on the wild side. I want to have I need some kind of a safety net. I need to know that if
you need to have a touch of home, you need to have 1 foot.
Something. If I don't like it, I can go somewhere. It's just not. I don't want to just on space. But again, this is assuming I could never come back.
Right, which is always the weird thing to me.
But even if you could come back, if you're moving to space,
right, you're moving to space. You have to get a space U-Haul and pack all your stuff and come back and forth. You don't.
I don't know. What's your ideal space living scenario? Like if you're gung ho about going to space, like what are you imagining your living quarter? Do you want a town, like a city? Like how established do you want it to be?
Like a biodome.
You want like the early days of space.
Yeah.
You don't want that it's basically just Newark.
Right.
But it's up there.
Why would you choose Newark? So you want Space Compton? That's what.
Yeah.
Went right to the.
But I think that's where the appeal is
because like
otherwise it's nothing. It's boring.
But then that's Earth. Why would you be going from space Newark to Newark?
I mean, I like
Just Newark.
Battlestar Galactica. Mm-hmm. Maybe that's a good point of reference.
Right. Because they do come back at some point. It might take a while, but
they might like die on the way there. But
you could die going to McDonald's.
I do like the idea of that. I think that's cool. I think that would be a pretty fun, exciting way to live.
Right.
So it's not that I'm not like totally against it.
But you want to have your home. You like your creature comforts. I guess that's what they call it.
I feel like you're downplaying it. Like the creature comforts sounds like too small of a term for the Earth. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, listen. I said internet. I said water. So that's what you need.
No, you said internet and cable. You didn't mention water. They do have water.
They got water in Philly.
So it's like in my dream world, I'm like, that sounds really cool.
Right.
But I don't know if someone literally tomorrow was like, we're going to space. I'd hesitate. I don't know if I'd do it.
All right. What about you? Let us know in the comments below. Would you go to space? That's it.
Would you move to space?
Right.
What else do you need to say?
That's it.
Oh, thanks for watching. We love you.